What is your why? I mean, what do you really believe we're all here to do? Are we here to make money, or are we here to really help our fellow man and woman live a better life?
How does somebody begin to tap into that to really find out what that thing that they could latch onto to drive them forward when they've already achieved that financial success and now maybe they feel like they're maybe missing the edge that they once had, or they don't feel as driven all of the time as they once did? Where do you ultimately lead people towards, and how do they get back to that place where they have that fire in their belly again when maybe they feel like they've lost it after having that financial success?
Well, I love it, Devin. Again, there's probably three loops that you're opening up for me as a high performance coach there. And the first one is, and if you help other people get what they want, you know that old adage, they'll help you to get everything you want. So we go back and we take again a look at their deep core beliefs, values, rules, what has to happen for them to really live their best life. And from there, we don't just talk about it, we start envisioning it. We create it. What would your ideal day look like? What would your ideal week look like? What would your ideal month or quarter or year look like? Where would you be? What would you be doing? You know, what's your zone of genius where if you spend time doing those things, not only does it fill up your cup, but it also fills up your bank account while helping others. So if we go from, what are we all here to do and what is your why, to let's design it together, then it comes down to, the execution of making it happen. And that's, again, where my secret sauce comes in. And I'll share, a story about that. I had a client, his name is Joe Fairless. He was from Texas, and he owned 4 single family homes when I met him. And each of those homes was about worth, 60 grand or so. This is back a few years back. And Joe would come to me in the coaching sessions and he'd say, Trevor, I love real estate, but every time a tenant moves out of these houses, I have to refix something. I got to repaint it. I got to refloor it. I got to repair it. And there's no money. And I said, Joe, what's really on your heart? Because I think you're meant to do more than just single family homes. And we really worked together to come up with the fact that, he needs to do something larger. And that's when we decided to help him get into multifamily apartments or multifamily syndication. Well, fast forward to today, Joe went from 4 single family homes in Texas to now having $2.7 billion in assets under management of apartment buildings. And that's an example of somebody that came to me with a problem where I went deep into who he was, what he wanted, and why he wanted it. And now Joe's gone on to, amass a fortune in real estate. He's written 3 amazing books, and he puts on an amazing conference annually, that I'm proud to be able to speak at and partner with him on. And I've got lots of people like that: doctors, attorneys, people like dentists, people like, L2 or W2 employees that are working for the man that don't want to be there anymore. But if we don't reignite the fire in their belly and we just let that kindling burn, they'll never get up in the morning, with that fire, that zest, that passion to go create it.